Money, Monday, that's us. Money, money, money.
Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night at that time that you're watching me. My name is Muita-Saisi, a business consultant, monitoring and evaluation consultant, and an industry and organizational psychologist. This is where we talk about business. We look at how the consumers are thinking about our businesses. We also monitor our businesses to become better for growth. So today we'll be talking about money in terms of capital. We're still in this topic about capital. And what are some of considerations when we are raising the capital money for this business to run effectively? So what are some of the considerations that I'm supposed to look out at when I'm considering to look at this money? So number one, it is the type of business. What am I going to be doing? What kind of business that am I going to start? You cannot tell me that a restaurant and a hospital, we will need the same kind of capital. So when you are raising this capital, we need to know what type of capital, type of business am I starting. So the moment you sit down with yourself, you will look at a hospital with all these gadgets, with all these equipments, with all these offices, and you'll be able to understand that this is the amount of money that I need to raise for this hospital. When you look at this cafe or a restaurant or a hotel, it might be a very luxurious or even, but they will never be the same with the hospital. Why? Because even if I build a luxurious hotel, I might be looking at the rooms, I might be looking at the beds, I might be looking at the whole infrastructure that will be needed for that type of business. So when we are looking at the money, you have to look at what type of business am I going to jump in. Number two, you need to ask yourself, what is the location? Because you cannot tell me that the high suburb, high end, and the slum is the same. No. You'll find that place, the rent might be 100,000 and above of rent. But when you come to this side of the slum, you might find that the same kind of a building, it goes for 3,000 bob. So you have to ask yourself, what is this location where I'm going to place my business in? Because you might place your business where this kind of money that you had raised will not fit. Actually, maybe let's imagine that you had only taken 100,000 to start off the business, and the rent of this place is 50,000 bob per month. So this 100 bob already, it has been slashed by half. Then you can imagine the rest of the money that you'll be using here, it is that money that is going to run this business. And by the way, very soon we shall do a video on how we can subdivide this capital money into small chunks. The 80-20 rule, how does it apply? And so I would like us to keep in mind that the location of a business is also a key determinant of how much money do I need to raise for this business. Number three, human resource. You need to ask yourself, how many people am I employing? Or am I the one? Because even if you're the only one in that organization, you need to pay yourself. Why is it important to pay yourself and to pay even if it is your own children that are running that kind of business? This is why. Because one time you'll be tempted to touch the capital money that is supposed to be running the business to either do your household things. So for you to avoid this kind of times, what do? You need to pay yourself. You need to pay your children, so as they'll not come and tell you that, I need to go this and this place, I need to do this and this, and it is urgent. And during that time, you had asked for a certain order to come and supplement your business, and you'll have to cancel that order so as you can help your child. So that is also something else that is very, very key for a business. You look at the human resource, even the people that you have employed. What type of people have I employed? Because you see, a graduate who is a master's and a bachelor's degree only. These people are totally different. Or even a master's and a PhD. These are totally different people. So you don't tell me that the same salary that you're going to give to the masters and the PhD, they are going to be the same. No, these people are going to be paid at different kinds of levels. Not unless you sit down and negotiate, and this person says, "I really need that job. Even if you give me 10,000 bob and I have my PhD in my pocket, it is okay. I'm going to take that 10,000 bob." So look at these people also in terms of level of education. So when you're raising this capital, you'll be able to sit down with yourself and say, "I need graduates for this work." So for a graduate to come and work for me, they would accept a salary of not less than 30,000. So where do I get this 30,000 that I'm going to pay this person? Remember, you've not yet started making profits. You have not yet broken even. So you need to tell yourself, you need to ask yourself, where is this money going to come from? So the moment you sit down, you're coming up with this kind of money, this kind of capital money. You need to ask yourself, what's the location? What type of business do I need? And who is my human resource? Number four, and I'll leave it at that, is what is the longevity of this business? That is where M&D comes in. Why? Because when you're monitoring this business, we are able to look at the timeline. So you tell yourself, I'll run this business for about 3 seasons, because businesses are seasonal. I can be, for instance, let me give an example. When it comes to farming, when you're farming, sometimes you can say, this time I'm going to do onion and next time I'm going to do chili. The same kind of these are the two different types of businesses. Don't say that that's farming. No, it's not the same. They're totally different. So you need to ask yourself, what is the timeline of this business? How many seasons do I expect to run this business? So look at that business in a seasonal way. How much time am I going to be taking in this business? So look at that business and evaluate. So that the moment we sit down with you, you're able to understand, this is where my business is headed. This is the how much time that this business is going to run. So I would like you to sit down with your business, look at it, ask yourself, what is the timeline of this business? What is the scope? How much area do I need to cover? What is my location? How much people, the human resource, how much people, and what type of people do I need in my business? How much people? And please remember, in my last video, I insisted on human resource. Be careful with the kind of human resource that you are employing, because sometimes you might go for cheap but it becomes very expensive. Yes, like you remember when I gave you that story of how I was employed in a bank, and now I'm paying for money, I'm losing money, and I'm paying. That is very expensive. So be very careful. Don't say that no, because Anne said that human resource sometimes can be expensive, so I'm going to look for cheap labor. No, look for the right kind of labor, because it will be included in your capital money. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Please share, subscribe, and make sure you hit on the notification bell so as you can know when I'm posting next. Bye bye.